In this video, I will show you how to add long-term chat memory to your chatbots. This means that the chatbot will remember our conversation history even if the Flowise server is reset or if we migrate our chatbots. When we open up the chat window, we can see the conversation history over here, and in the database, we can see the AI as well as the human side of this conversation. So when we restart the Flowise server, we can simply open up the chat window and continue with our conversation. Furthermore, we can also create multiple conversations by specifying a session ID. And by doing this, we can switch between the different conversations when chatting to our chatbot. We will create this long-term chat memory by using the Upstash Redis-backed chat memory node. Let's get started. First, you need to ensure that you have the latest version of Flowise installed. Then let's go ahead and create a simple chat flow. From the Flowise dashboard, click on Add New. Then let's name our chat flow. I'll just call mine Chat Memory. Then let's click on Add Nodes and let's add a chain. Within chains, let's add the conversation chain. Let's also add our language model by clicking on Add Nodes. Then let's go to Chat Models. And within Chat Models, let's add the Chat OpenAI node, like so. Now, let's connect our LLM to the chain. And let's move this conversation chain node a bit. For this Chat OpenAI node, I've already created my OpenAI API key. If you haven't done that already, just click on Create New, and then create your credentials for the OpenAI API key. I will leave the model name as GPT 3.5 Turbo, and I'll leave the temperature on 0.9. Next, let's add our memory node. Let's go to Add Nodes, then go to Memory, and instead of using the buffer memory node, we will add the Upstash Redis-backed chat memory node instead, like so. Now, let's connect our memory node to the conversation chain. Now, let's go ahead and set up this Upstash Redis-backed chat memory node. The first thing you need to do is to go over to upstash.com and then create a new account by clicking on Login. From here, you can sign up with your Amazon account, GitHub, Google, or your email address and password. After signing in, you should be presented with the following dashboard. Ensure that the Redis tab is active. And then on this page, go ahead and click on Create Database. Give your database any name. I will simply call mine Flowise. We can leave the region as regional, and from the list of regions, select any region that you prefer. I will just select North Virginia. We can leave these settings as is and then click on Create. And within seconds, we will have our Redis database ready to be used. On the details page, we can see all sorts of information for connecting to the database. But the section that we are interested in is this REST API section. But we will get back to that in a second. Scrolling back up, we can view the contents of the database by clicking on Data Browser. And at the moment, we do not have any data in the database. So let's set up this Upstash node on Flowise. Going back to Flowise, we need to provide credentials for Upstash. We can do that by clicking on this drop-down and then clicking on Create New. Let's give this credential a name, and you can give it any name that you want. I'll just call mine Upstash Redis. And now we need to provide the Upstash Redis REST token. We can get this token from the details page on Upstash by scrolling down to the REST API section, and here you will see a link to copy the REST URL as well as the REST token. So first, let's copy the token and then let's paste it into this field, and let's click on Add. Now that the credentials are set up, we simply need to add the REST URL. Again, we can get that from Upstash by copying the REST URL, and we can simply paste that full URL into this field over here. Lastly, we also have to specify a session ID. We can do that by clicking on Additional Parameters, and you can now call your session whatever you want. If you are planning on having multiple conversations with your chatbots, you could give it a name like C1 for conversation 1. If you want, you can also specify a session timeout. I will simply leave this blank in order for the session to never expire. We can now close this pop-up, and that should be it. let's go ahead and save this chat flow and let's test it. I'll click on the chat bubble and let's simply say hello. And we do get a response back from the chatbot. Now let's go back to Upstash and let's have a look at the contents of the database. By clicking on Data Browser, and in Data Browser we can now see the session ID, which we called C1, as well as the chat history so far. Let's go back to Flowise and let's continue this conversation. I'll just send something like, my name is Leon, and if we refresh Upstash, we can now see the latest messages in the conversation showing up as well. So if we wanted to, we could create another session ID, say C2, and let's save this chat flow. And then in the conversation, I'll actually go and clear out this old conversation history. And let's start a new conversation. I'll just say something like, how are you? And after getting a response, we can go back to Upstash, refresh this page, and we can now see that second conversation showing up as well. So this way, we are able to store multiple conversation histories by using session IDs. So now you know how to add long-term chat memory to your chatbots using an Upstash Redis backed database. If you enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.